Okay guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing, finally, I know I've been saying I wanted to do this for such a long time. Today we're doing a Star Wars movie slash TV show tier list. I don't remember when I said I wanted to do this, but it's been quite a bit of time. And I've finally gone around to actually wanting to do it and having the time to do it. So here we are, finally going to be doing a Star Wars movie and TV show tier list. I hope you're all excited. I didn't want to record this because, you know, the Star Wars community is very diverse and they have tons of different opinions, you know. So I was like, yeah, this could quickly turn into a big disaster, if you know what I'm saying. Let me just fix this because this is not going well. Great, amazing, amazing slash great. Okay, so currently wording is very simple. We have all of these in order of release date, as you can see. If I got one of these wrong in terms of release date, I'm really sorry, but I tried my best. Okay. It's almost been 2 weeks since I said I should have. Yeah, it's been 2 weeks since I said I was gonna do a tier list video. So yeah, let's go. So we have all of those. As you can see, we have A New Hope, the Star Wars Holiday Special, Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi, the 2 Ewok Adventure movies, the prequels, Clone Wars content, Force Awakens, Star Wars Rebels, Rogue One, Last Jedi, Solo, Star Wars Resistance, Mandalorian, Rise of Skywalker, Boba Fett, Obi-Wan, Andor, Ahsoka, and Tales of the Jedi. There are a few that I am missing up here, and I'm aware, but honestly, don't mind it. It's just not. Yeah, it's not worth it. Checking. Okay, so here are where these different these forms of Star Wars content can be placed. In the GOAT category, amazing slash great category, good category, okay category, a viewable category, bad category, terrible category, dog water category, and I've not seen yet. Okay, so a few of these I've not seen yet, so that's why I've put that there. So let's start this off with a great beginning. A New Hope. Okay. Honestly, right, I think this is very fair to say. New Hope, not good, of course not. Great. A New Hope is simply a great movie. You cannot argue that. It is really a great movie. What I have to say, the story is amazing, casting is on point, and yeah, I think people will always love this movie. The dueling might be a little off in between Darth Vader and Obi-Wan, but still, it is a great movie, great story, great action scenes, especially for 1997. Wow, must have blown people away in theaters. So yeah, here we are with A New Hope in the amazing slash great category, off to a great start. Now, the Star Wars Holiday Special. I actually saw a remastered version of this on YouTube, and I watched it, and I'm gonna be honest, yeah, it's terrible. It is really not good. Yeah, it's trash, really. It's absolute rubbish. What can I say? Everything's corny, very odd, unsatisfying to watch. Doesn't feel like a Star Wars movie. It's cringe. Really, no storyline. And honestly, I hope I never see this again. Okay, yeah, sorry to all you holiday special fans that there might be out there. Now, next, let's go to something. Okay, we all know where this is gonna go. Obviously, there's a position for everything in this world. I should zoom out, because that looks terrible. At the moment, we're gonna put it... obviously. Empire Strikes Back. It is a goated movie. It is absolutely amazing. The dialogue is great, the story is great, the I'm your father twist is amazing. Yoda is a very funny character. Everyone in this movie is absolutely amazing. And also, the Battle of Hoth is still one of my favorite action scenes of all time. So yeah, The Empire Strikes Back has to be in the GOAT category because it is one of the GOATed Star Wars movies. Return of the Jedi. This is one of the most hated, not really hated, but like what most commonly is considered their least favorite movie of the original trilogy. But honestly, you want my opinion on Return of the Jedi? It has to be amazing / great. It has great story once again. The action is amazing. It's much better than A New Hope and Empire Strikes Back. The dueling is so much better. Honestly, I think it is a perfect way to wrap up a story. It really ends with one of my favorite shots of all time, which is Luke like looking over into trees to see Force Ghost, Yoda, Obi-Wan, and his father. It's really like, it hits very hard, Interesting, isn't it? Yeah. So as you see perfect trilogy, as you can see here. Only in the amazing, great, and the GOAT categories. Okay, let's go to something more interesting. The 2 Ewok adventure movies. I have not seen both of them. I know some people say that they're rubbish, and honestly, I can't really tell you because I've not seen them. But maybe in like a video I'll react to them and give you my very much honest opinion. But yeah, that's where I'm gonna put them. Okay, next. One of the most controversial Star Wars movies to ever come out, The Force Awakens. Some people love this movie, some people despise it. I personally think it is most definitely okay. It's an okay movie, okay? It's an okay movie. I think Darth Maul's amazing. I think Qui-Gon Jinn's amazing. I think Obi-Wan could be a little bit better. I personally think that young Anakin was really good, actually. Surprisingly. I know that's going to get many people hating on me for what I've just said. But still, I think Jake Lloyd did great as young Anakin. And yeah, I honestly don't find Jar Jar Binks too annoying. I just find him as a very random character that feels like he's built for the kids, So, yeah. Still, The Phantom Menace is okay. The Duel of the Fates is amazing. The pod race is amazing. And honestly, overall, it's an okay movie. It could be better. It could be definitely worse, but still, it is okay. Next, Attack of the Clones. Honestly, right? Even more controversial. But the placement that I need to put this movie at, it's hard to tell in between bad or viewable. We'll put it in viewable. Okay, we'll put it in viewable. Attack of the Clones. Personally, Attack of the Clones, honestly, in my opinion, has some great scenes. The issue is, I cannot get over the romance dialogue at all. I will never be able to get over it. It is just too, corny for my liking, That, I don't like Sandline. A lot of this weird Anakin often gives off very weird vibes. I'm not the biggest fan of. Yeah, but obviously Dooku is obviously the reason for this being in the viewable category, opposed instead of being in the bad. He really is possibly my favorite character of this entire movie. And honestly, he has a great fight with Yoda. Yeah, I think that's my favorite part of the movie, actually. Yoda vs Count Dooku. Obviously, there's also the Battle of Geonosis. I like how they introduced Boba Fett and his father into the story, and how Boba Fett kind of became Boba Fett, I guess, in terms of like mentally. So yeah, I guess viewable movie, Attack of the Clones, Revenge of the Sith. Listen. I know I'm gonna place this. Obviously, this is a very obvious placement for me. The GOAT. Empire Strikes Back and Revenge of the Sith. Those are possibly the most common favorite Star Wars movies. Those two movies. I think the way they wrapped up the story of Anakin becoming Darth Vader is amazing. Some dialogue is corny, but still it works. It's a really sad story, but it perfectly like tells us like how Vader is, you know? And honestly, there's some over the top amazing moments in this movie. Honestly, like Obi-Wan vs Anakin, amazing. Palpatine vs Yoda, amazing. I think those are big moments. Also, the opening to the movie is just like perfect. Diving straight into the end of the Clone Wars, it is a great way to start off a movie. I really like the idea, you know? I think it's a sad story, but it's also inspiring. And it perfectly wraps up the saga we know and love. That is until The Force Awakens came along. Okay, so yeah, there we go. We wrapped up the first 6 Star Wars movies. The worst of them is Attack of the Clones at the moment, which might be controversial in many. But here we go. The Clone Wars movie. You want my opinion? You want my opinion on this? It is bad. It is really. It is. It's just not my kind of movie. I don't think there's anything I really liked about the movie. There's nothing I really hated about the movie, you know? Just like, no stakes, because we know what's gonna happen to every single character from the jump. It's just, it's just not there, you know? It's not there. Honestly, it's worse than Attack of the Clones. That's shocking to say, honestly. It's because Count Dooku makes this better, I guess. Also, the Clone Wars just doesn't offer anything. The movie doesn't offer anything, really. And so that's why I'm putting it there. Otherwise, it might be, like, okay. I just feel like there's no point in it being existent, you know? So now let's go on to the Clone Wars series. Listen, let me tell you something. Let me put this where it belongs. Okay? Let me put this where it belongs. The Clone Wars is amazing / great. Like, especially starting from like season 3 and past that, you get absolutely amazing fights, amazing storyline, and just like really just cool ideas, you know, that we don't see in Star Wars these days anymore. And I really like it. I think Darth Maul, introducing him back into the movies, it seems impossible and kind of like cliche a bit, but it still works, you know? I think, and also, I like him so much more in the Clone Wars than in Phantom Menace. But yeah, I honestly think great stories, great dialogue, great fight scenes as well. So yeah, I guess Clone Wars has to be an amazing / great category. Next, The Force Awakens. Okay. The Force Awakens. Not even gonna lie, Like, personally, right? I would put this in the good category, right? If there weren't these 3 issues with this movie. The first issue, killing off Han Solo after ruining his character, ending his story on a bad note. No, just don't do that. That's one of the reasons why it's in this category. In fact, it might even be in the viewable category. It's just it's just not my kind of movie. Now, the second reason, if they didn't have Kylo Ren being beaten by someone who hadn't picked up a lightsaber any time in their life, not once, and he was trained by Luke Skywalker. Can you imagine that? And then number 3. How, like, almost it felt like useless, you know, like lightsabers. They became like sticks at this point, like little lightsaber toys rather than actual pure energy swords. Like, they don't do any damage in this movie really, apart from a few scratches here and there, maybe even a flesh wound. There's nothing. Like, it just downgrades everything. I think it's just like trying to be a New Hope, but just like better VFX. Like, the story is just the same, pretty much. So yeah, that's why I'm saying it's an okay movie. Star Wars Rebels. Now, Star Wars Rebels. I know there's a huge fan base for this series. I know there's so many people who absolutely love this series, these seasons. Honestly, right? It's good. You know, it's good. It's good. As a TV series, it is good. But if it was like separated into movies, I wouldn't like it as much. I guess Star Wars Rebels is it's good. Has some good stories. I think Kanan is a good character. Ezra is also really good. I think the stories are amazing. I can't go over the Inquisitor's lightsaber. I just find it to make no sense at all. I think when it introduced Maul, it was cool to see him again. But honestly, good stories, good plots. I like the Darth Vader scenes. They're good. So yeah, I guess good category. Next, Rogue One. Honestly, right? Like, not even gonna lie, I think Rogue One has to be in the amazing/great category. I mean, what can I really... Rogue One is, maybe it's in the good category. Is it great? It's good. It's a really good movie. So I think I'm gonna put it in the great category. I really enjoy Rogue One. I really do. I really enjoy it. The Darth Vader scene is obviously the best scene. I love how Jyn is written. She's a great character. Cassian's a great character. K2O, I believe, is a great character as well. Very funny. Nice little comedic relief. So yeah, I guess it's just a really good movie. It links directly into it, which is also really good. So I'm guessing, yeah, I guess that's a fair statement. Also, director Krennic is really good, surprisingly. I absolutely loved it when they brought back Moff Tarkin and the Death Star. It was really cool. See? So yeah, I guess Rogue One is a great movie, honestly. And amazing, great, whatever. It's really good. Now, what can I say? What can I say? Dog water. Actually, dog water. If I had to say everything about this movie that is bad, we would be here for hours. Hours, I tell you. Number 1, Finn becomes useless and gets overtaken by Rose, who is a character we don't even like that much. Kylo Ren is not cool whatsoever, except for when he breaks his helmet, which is like the only really like interesting part of him in this movie. Luke was trashed on the entire movie. It ruins his legacy entirely, the entire Skywalker legacy. Rey is just like a bizarre character in the movie. She's too powerful from the jump. She does nothing. It's like Mary Sue style. Yeah. Poe is like only has one good moment, and that's like in the opening of the movie. Honestly, the Battle of Crait is nonsense. The throne room fight is nonsense. Snoke is absolutely wasted. Captain Phasma is wasted. General Hux is wasted. Kylo Ren is wasted. Rey is wasted. Luke is wasted. Leia is wasted. Chewbacca, wasted. Did I mention Finn? I don't know if I did, but still, wasted. Every character is wasted. Their potential is gone after this movie. So yep, I'm putting here Solo. Solo. What do I think about Solo? I think, right, Solo is good. Is it good? I would put this in a good category if it didn't trash on like the arc of Han Solo throughout the original trilogy movies. I feel like Solo overall is actually a good movie. It's like it jumps the point of the original trilogy. Like in the original trilogy, Han is supposed to go from like smuggler, selfish person to being like really a team player, a really good team player. And that's what he does in this movie. So he has the hero's journey before the hero's journey. So otherwise, this would be a good movie. It's just like it ruins the reason for like Han having an arc in these three movies. So it's like just like bizarre to have here. So yeah, I guess it's okay. Resistance. It's terrible. It's just, yeah. I'm not even gonna say much. I just don't like, maybe. We'll give it the benefit of the doubt. It's bad. I just don't enjoy it, really. Nothing really, like, special happens. So that's why I'm like, yeah. Now, next. Mandalorian. Listen. It's good. I would put this in the amazing/great category if Season 3 wasn't a thing. But Season 3 is just like... they're trying to take a break, from making Star Wars, like actual Star Wars. The first two seasons are really good, actually. I love the Darksaber. I think Mandalorian himself is a good character. I think having Luke appear was really cool. Grogu is always good. Pedro Pascal played an amazing Din. And honestly, yeah, it's honestly good apart from the third season. So I guess, yeah, it goes into the good category. Hello everyone, I present to you Rey Skywalker. I also present to you Somehow Palpatine Returned. And I also present to you a movie that everyone was supposed to like, but didn't. Okay. Rise of Skywalker. It is... Is it bad or is it terrible? Oh. My bad. Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. It's actually bad. Let me explain. Alright, let me explain. None of this movie makes sense. It is like, you might as well consider this movie non-canon. Like, it just doesn't make any sense, does it? Like, not at all. None of it, like the little sword, like the little blade thing does not make sense. Palpatine returning does not make sense. Rey Skywalker, to this day, I don't understand why she said that. Burying Luke's lightsaber, those ones, Anakin's, is just nonsense. That just doesn't make sense. The yellow lightsaber is supposed to be cool. Like, New Legacy is gonna be added to the Star Wars saga. No, it's not. It's not that cool. Kylo Ren dies. He was wasted. Finn was wasted. Poe was wasted. Rey is too good from the jump once again. Rose would have been interesting if her character developed. Palpatine could have been interesting, but it just felt weird after he survived a kilometer-long fall and then a complete explosion of 100-kilometer-long explosion of the Death Star, the second Death Star. It just doesn't make sense. None of this movie makes sense. The opening scene does not make sense either. It's just not enjoyable opening scene, honestly. Yeah, that's all I have to say. Book of Boba Fett. Book of Boba Fett. Listen. Book of Boba Fett. It is viewable. It's not that good. It's not that good. Cad Bane is wasted. Boba Fett is wasted to death. Literally. He was a cool character, right? He was a really cool character in Empire and Return of the Jedi. He's a really cool character. But then they make this random story. Like, when he survives, he does this, he does this, he does this. This show has some terrible fight scenes. What else is there to add? His show belongs pretty much to some other side character we've never heard of before, you know? Yeah, it's just not enjoyable, is it? Viewable. But still. Kenobi. Obi-Wan Kenobi. I think it's okay. It's not viewable. It's not that bad. It's not good either. It's okay. You know? It's okay. This is it's not okay, but it's not bad. That's what this is. This is not good, but it's not viewable either. It's just in the middle. It's okay. I think Vader is so much less cooler than he's supposed to be. I think there's a few good moments in this show. There's not that much good dialogue. Some of the fighting's weird. The lightsabers are pointless. Just as every other Disney Star Wars movie, essentially, except for Rogue One. Rogue One, you're an amazing movie. Remember that. No one should say anything about that. Obi-Wan Kenobi, on the other hand. 2 people get stabbed, am I correct? And they both survive? It's a lightsaber, it's pure energy. That is destruction of organs. Instantly. They shouldn't survive that. So yeah, I guess Obi-Wan Kenobi is fairly in the it's okay category. It is very weird. I think seeing Obi-Wan again is okay. Seeing young Leia is just bizarre. I guess Reva is Reva. You know? Andor. Listen. What? Okay, yeah. My bad. Andor is great. Andor is a really good show. It gives us a new twist and spin on Star Wars, makes it darker, and I really love it. Honestly, I didn't think I was gonna like Andor as much as I did. But I really did enjoy it. Has some really cool moments. Also, really good cinematography. Honestly, seeing Andor again was kind of cool, I guess. Yeah. So I guess Andor is an amazing show. Ahsoka. honestly, Ahsoka is like, is it okay or is it might be viewable? It really is like, it's just not well like written. Sabine is annoying the entire way through this. Sabine is just annoying. She survives a lightsaber stab somehow and just walks it off, you know. Ahsoka is like Ahsoka, and she just like folding her arms the entire time, doing almost nothing. What's their name again? Yeah, Thrawn. Is that it? Thrawn is wasted, very much wasted. I liked him in Rebels. He's wasted in this movie, completely wasted. I think when we see Anakin like flashing between Anakin and Vader with a red lightsaber, that is the best part of this show for me, at least. That is the best part. But still, it's only viewable. It's not really that good. Now, Tales of the Jedi. You know what? I'm gonna be completely honest. It is really, it's okay, right? It's good. It's a good show. I personally enjoy the Count Dooku scenes. I think those are amazing. I also, yeah, I guess that's about it. I think some of the characters are really cool. Like that guy with the mask and the like red lightsaber, really cool. I think Qui-Gon. Am I remembering this correctly? Yeah, Qui-Gon had, I guess, a good performance. Seeing Ahsoka, a good version of Ahsoka, by the way, was really fun. Like, really fun to see. I enjoyed it. Yeah. What else is there to say? Yeah, I guess it's actually kind of cool. And I guess that is the tier list. If you'd have changed like any of these, please tell me in the comment section below. I am open to different opinions, but this is where I placed it. Let me just summarize. In the GOAT category, we've got The Empire Strikes Back and Revenge of the Sith. In Amazing/Great, we've got A New Hope, Return of the Jedi, Clone Wars series, Rogue One and Andor. In the Good category, we've got Star Wars Rebels, Mandalorian, and Tales of the Jedi. In It's Okay, we've got Phantom Menace, Solo, Force Awakens, and the Obi-Wan Kenobi show. For viewable, we've got Attack of the Clones, Book of Boba Fett, Ahsoka show. Then for the bad, we have Clone Wars, Star Wars Resistance, and The Rise of Skywalker. Terrible, we have the Star Wars Holiday Special. Dog Water, we have The Last Jedi. And the two movies or shows I've not seen yet are the two Ewok Adventures, which I might give like a review on them if I ever do watch them. Okay, well, that's my tier list. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Yeah. Honestly, tell me if you'd make a few changes, but this is what I think the tier list should be like. Honestly, yeah. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys in the next one. Goodbye. Have a great day.